For many Doctor Who fans, the Weeping Angels are some of the most terrifying villains as they move when you're not looking, and freeze at a glance. Sorry to break it to you, but it seems that moving statues are really a thing, and they've been caught on camera. Don't look away. Take a moment to subscribe to The Richest by clicking on that red subscribe button and turn on the notifications. The Crone of the Catskills. Not too long ago, several men went hiking in the Catskills Mountains. They stopped upon a cave which had a fire of embers still burning. Inside the cave was a mysterious statue with nails driven into its eyes and a noose around its neck. Simply put, there was a strong indication that the statue had ties to voodoo. The men decided to take the statue home with them. The lucky guy who took the statue home immediately noticed that it would move around by itself, disturb his sleep, and also let out a bad odor in his home. The men were advised that they should probably return the statue to where it came from and apologize for taking it. Open eyes. In 2016, a statue of Jesus shocked and scared the world when footage emerged of it opening its eyes. The statue lives in a church in Coahuila de Zaragoza, Mexico. In the video, you hear what sounds like prayers being uttered during the church service and the camera person focusing on Jesus. A paranormal investigation team was even called in to explain the weird happenings around the statue. All we can say is that if you're sitting in church and Jesus is staring right at you with those eyes, you might want to pray a little bit harder. Blinking Buddha. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, several Buddha statues in the Pujan Service Center were seen not only blinking, but moving their mouths, their chests, and their hands, and even emitting their own light. The episode was witnessed by over 100 people who were attending an event that night. Some people have tried to explain it, saying that the blurry quality of the video were creating optical illusions. But considering that there were so many people in the room who witnessed this and went to the internet to tell their story, one has to wonder if maybe the statues were trying to send some sort of sign or be the catalyst for some spiritual awakening, so to speak. Egyptian statue. While this case has technically been solved, believers in this little Egyptian statue say otherwise. A 10-inch Egyptian statue at the Manchester Museum caused a lot of unrest among onlookers and museum staff when it was found moving by itself on security cameras. The statue was of a man named Neb Sanu, and it was over 4,000 years old. The movement would also stop at nighttime, which managed to freak out a lot of people. The discovery led to whispers of an ancient Egyptian curse, as it was apparent that the statue was moving in its case without assistance. Moving procession. In Saltillo, Mexico, a statue of Jesus Christ was seen blinking its eyes and moving its head during a Catholic procession. Onlookers who were present said it was a sign from God, but naysayers also say that this miraculous event was an optical illusion, or it could have even been staged. The video was captured in 2014, but it wouldn't be uploaded to YouTube until much later, which resulted in the video going viral. Because of the massive exposure, people can't help but notice that Jesus' tunic moves and gets tugged right before the movement happens. But what do you think about all this? Do you think it's an impressive miracle, or is it all a hoax? Let us know in the comments. The Virgin Marys of Ireland. During the summer of 1985, statues of the Virgin Mary were reported as moving spontaneously throughout different counties in Ireland, totaling to about 30 different locations. Initially, it was thought that some of these occurrences were Marian apparitions, but that was later debunked. The first sighting took place in Ballinspittle, and it became the headquarters, so to speak, for the phenomenon. Some people even claimed that the Virgin Mary statue in Ballinspittle would levitate and move around the church garden. That statue eventually got damaged because Pentecostal protesters tried to destroy it as a protest against idolatry. Psychologists tried to explain the events, but came up with little evidence. Weeping Mary. In Los Naranjos, the anonymous owner of the statue noticed that the Virgin Mary had red liquid coming out of her eyes. This event was witnessed by locals, so the statue was taken to a local Catholic church for evaluation. The liquid flowed from the statue's eyes and dripped all the way down to the clothing. The priest of the church, Ricardo Quiroga, took it as a sign of the Virgin Mary asking everyone to change their behavior for Lent. When something like this happens, believers from all over the world will make pilgrimages to the statue so they can pray to it and ask for blessings. Growing and smiling. In Subang Jaya, Malaysia, the Church of St. Thomas More believed they were experiencing a real miracle when their statue of the Virgin Mary was not only smiling and crying, but she was also growing by at least 3 inches. Thousands of people traveled to the church to witness the miracle, and the church requested that the Vatican give their declaration that the statue be named an official miracle. It was also believed that the Virgin Mary's eyes were moving, and it was witnessed by a large number of people. Give a nod. At the Church of Santa Ana in Tepetalan, in the western Mexican state of Jalisco, a statue of Jesus Christ was seen nodding its head during Mass. The statue usually sits in a glass coffin, but it was taken out for the Good Friday celebration. When the moment happened on camera, people were stunned, and churchgoers claimed that Jesus was trying to tell them something. The church's priest, Juan Antonio Guerra Lule, said that the velvet ropes that usually held the head up probably couldn't support the weight and collapsed, causing the sudden nodding in the statue. However, even without the support of the priest, church members are convinced that they witnessed a miracle and have been working hard to try and figure out exactly what happened. Snow White. This Snow White statue is located in Mexico, in a park featuring some really badly drawn statues of the iconic princess and her 7 dwarves. As the cameraman zooms in on Snow's face, she blinks. The statue already looks really creepy, as the paintwork on her looks like her eyes are wide open. The video's legitimacy is questionable, but you can't deny that this is the stuff that nightmares are made of. Also, scientists haven't been able to really debunk this, while others are saying that this video is the work of some very crafty editing. What makes the most sense is that the person filming hightails it out of there as soon as the statue blinks. The next time you're looking at a statue, be sure to pay extra special attention. If you're creeped out, then check out one of our other videos on our channel and don't forget to subscribe to The Richest.